These are the materials needed for the Lullaby Loves Blanket. I use Baby Soft by Lion Brand yarn in the color Parfait Print, and then a size G 4.0 millimeter crochet hook, scissors, and a tapestry needle. You will be making the blanket from the bottom up and adding the border at the end. The beginning chain 1 and 2 do not count as a stitch, and there is a digital chart that you can follow along to make the heart. You will work 6 rows of extended single crochet before following the chart. Follow the chart for rows 7 through 41, and there are 5 extended single crochets at the beginning that are not shown on the chart. These popcorn stitches will be made on the right side of charts. To follow along with this video tutorial, you really need the written pattern up next to you, so you can get the free pattern on my blog. And the free pattern does have the digital link to follow along with the free heart chart. However, if you would like the printable chart, as well as several picture aids to help you make this blanket, you can get the premium PDF in my shops. And then of course it is a Lion Brand yarn kit, so you can get all of the yarn needed to make the blanket, and you can get that right here. To begin, we will chain 96, and then we will work row 1 into our first beginning chains. So to begin, we're going to make a slip knot, insert your hook, and then we will do our beginning chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do 96 of them. You can see my 96 chains here, and so we're ready to do row 1. The pattern says we need to work into the 3rd chain from our hook, so we don't count the one that's on our hook, and then we count over 1, 2, 3. So this is the chain we will be working into. We're going to do an extended single crochet, so you're going to insert your hook into that first chain, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, and instead of pulling through both loops like you normally would for a single crochet, you're just going to pull through 1 and then yarn over and pull through 2. Let's do that again together. So going into this next chain, inserting my hook, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's an extended single crochet. Again, into the next chain space, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're going to do that in each of these chains all the way down, and I will show you how to do the last couple of stitches in this row so you can confidently get the stitch count correct. So go ahead and pause the video and let's meet back up at the end of row 1. I have 1, 2, and 3 chains left in row 1, so let's do those together. So pull through 1 loop, pull through 2, going into the second to last, pull through 1 loop, pull through 2, and this is my last chain there. So you work under this one right here, and then pull through 1, pull through 2. This is what it looks like for that last stitch. If you lay it down, this is what it looks like. So what you're going to do for row 2, chain 2, turn, and then working into the first stitch right here, you're going to place your first extended single crochet for row 2. The chain 2s do not count for this pattern as a stitch for this pattern, so you're just going to work into that first stitch. There's 1, 2, 3. Let me show you what it's looking like. You can see it right here, it's just stacking on top. So go ahead and pause the video and we will meet back up at the end of row 2 where I'll show you how to do the end of this row, but you're just going to place 1 extended single crochet in each of the stitches. I'm nearly done with row 2. I have 1, 2, and 3 stitches left in this row. So let's do those together. So going right here, here's my 3rd to last stitch. 1. You can see my next stitch is right here. So that's my 93rd stitch. And then my last stitch is right there, and it's curling around. So you need to make sure you catch both loops. So you can see I'm going through both loops and doing my extended single crochet. And that completes row 2. Let's do 3 more rows for a total of 5 rows, and then we will meet back up to do row 6, which is where we will start looking at the chart, and we'll go over that in detail together. You can see my 6 rows have been completed. It's fun to see the color change just naturally happen with this yarn. So it's a really fun yarn to work with and be able to see it. And I made a small little sample swatch. Here, let me show you. Actually, I've got it right here. And just to test out the heart. And isn't that pretty to see the little popcorn stitches for the heart in the different color? It really makes it pop, and it's just so pretty. I'm so excited for this. So before we begin crocheting, let's talk about these charts and diagrams again. A means we need to do 6 rows before we start looking at the chart. So we've done that. And then B means we need to do 5 extended single crochets and then look to the chart. So let's do our 5 extended single crochets, and then I will show you how to read this chart. So you begin by chaining 2, and then 5 extended single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's look at the chart. This is the online chart available. It's also in the premium PDF. So each shaded in square is where you will do a popcorn stitch. So you can see, here, let me zoom in. We are on row 7. And so if you look, we only have 1 popcorn stitch on this row that we need to do. So we've done our 5 extended single crochet, and then it says we do 6 is another extended single crochet all the way until 23. Stitch 23 in this row is our popcorn stitch. So usually how I find it the easiest to do is I will do my 5 extended single crochet, and then these heavier lines right here, here, and here. So this is 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, and then we do our popcorn stitch. So we've done our 5, and then we do 17 extended single crochets and then a popcorn stitch. So, and then if you are wanting to track your individual progress, you're going to push this little drop thing, and you can see I am on row 1, and once I finish, or row 1 of the chart, or row 7, if I finish that row, then I go up. You can see you can go down, and that's how you work this chart. So let's do our 17 extended single crochets, and then I will show you how to do a popcorn stitch. That is my 17th stitch. If you want to double count or double check your stitch count, then you can make sure that you have 22 stitches of extended single crochet, and then we will do our 23rd for the popcorn. So working into this next stitch here, what you're going to do is you're going to place 4 double crochets. So you yarn over, insert your hook, drop a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is 1 double crochet. Again, drop a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook, drop a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and 1 last time. This is our last double crochet. So we have 4 double crochets all into the same stitch there. you're going to raise up that loop and take your hook out, count back 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, going into the stitch that we made, our first double crochet that we made. Then you're going to grab that big loop and put it back on your hook. Pull through that loop, the first double crochet that we made, kind of cinch it tight, and you can see it starts to make that popcorn. And then going into the next stitch, you're going to extended single crochet. And that really secures that popcorn. So that's how you do a popcorn stitch. We've already done our next stitch in the chart. So we've already done stitch 24. And so for the rest of this chart, it's just extended single crochets for the rest of this row. So, and then after the chart, all of this is just extended single crochet as well. So we only have 1 popcorn stitch in this row, and then the rest is extended single crochet. And then for the next row, row 8, you're just doing extended single crochet all the way across. You can see on the chart here, there are no popcorn stitches for this next row. So the rows that are even all have no popcorn stitches. It's only the odd rows, so row 9, which will then have 3 popcorn stitches. So let's meet back up for row 9, where we do one more chart reading row together. We are ready to do row 9. Row 9, we always begin with 5 extended single crochets before we do the chart when it's in the chart section. So we're going to do 5 extended single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we look to the chart. We are on row 9, which is right here. So you can see we're going to do 3 popcorn stitches, but we need to figure out how many extended single crochets. So here's a dark line, here's a dark line, and here's a dark line. So that's 15 stitches. 15 extended single crochet stitches, and you can even individually count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we will do a popcorn stitch, extended single crochet, popcorn stitch, extended single crochet, popcorn stitch. So let's do those 15 extended single crochets. I've done my 15 extended single crochets, so I'm right here in the chart. I'm ready to do my first popcorn. To do a popcorn, we're going to do 4 double crochets all into the same stitch there. So here's my first double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. I make my loop a little bit bigger and I take out my hook, count back 1, 2, 3, 4, insert your hook into that first double crochet that you made, put the loop back onto your hook and pull it through. That's 1 popcorn stitch. So let's do our extended single crochet. That is next. You can see in the chart, we're right here. I just did that extended single crochet. And now we have another popcorn stitch. So another popcorn stitch, 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4. Take out my hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, insert it into that first double crochet I made, put the loop back onto my hook and pull it through, and then cinch it up. Make it a little bit tight. So we have another extended single crochet before a popcorn stitch. We've reached our next popcorn stitch. So 4 double crochets into the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make that loop longer. Take out your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, and pull through that first double crochet. So you can see we have our 3 popcorn stitches for this row. The rest of the chart is extended single crochet for row 9, and then off the chart is extended single crochet as well. So I'm going to do that off camera. Just continue following the chart for the rest of the pattern. Again, you can just go up or you can print it out, whatever works for you. Just take note that this right here is where we have our curve to the chart. So you have some extended single crochets in this section that doesn't follow the majority of the heart pattern. So when you get up here, you're going to do your popcorn and then 3 extended single crochets. So just take note of that. So let's meet back up for the border. I've completed all of my rows that I need, and so I am ready to start my border. When you do your last row, you're on the right side row or right side of the blanket. So you're going to rotate your work and we're going to start doing down the side here. You're going to be doing half double crochets down the edge here, and you're going to be placing 3 half double crochets per 2 rows. So you can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the rows here. So these first 2 rows, I'm going to place half double crochet here, here, and here. These next 2 rows, here, here, and here. Next 2, here, here, and here. And that's going to make it spaced evenly so that it looks nice for the border. So to begin, I'm going to chain 2, and then into this stitch right here, yarn over, insert my hook, drop a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that's our first half double crochet. So again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So you can see this is the 1 row, this is the second row. I placed 1 right here, here, and now I need to do 1 more right there. So yarn over, insert my hook, drop a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. These are the next 2 rows that I need to place 3 half double crochets. So yarn over, insert my hook, drop a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Again, yarn over, insert my hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Again, yarn over, insert my hook, drop a loop, pull through all 3. So you can see what it's looking like. I'm going to work this all the way down. When I get to the corner down on this side, I'll meet back up with you because I want to show you how to work the corners of this border. So let's meet back up right here. You can see I have 1 more row until I've reached the corner and I need to turn. So I wanted to show you how to do that. So doing 1 stitch and then another stitch, we're going to work into this corner right here. And this is where we're going to do 1 half double crochet, chain 2, and then going back down into that same stitch that we previously worked, we're going to do another half double crochet. And this is going to help us turn the work and make a nice, clean, sharp corner. So let me continue so you can see what it looks like. Just doing 1 half double crochet in each stitch along the bottom here. So you can see how nice that corner looks because we did the chain 2 and then put the half double crochet back into the same stitch. So work all the way around the bottom border, up the side edge like we did on this edge, placing 2 half double crochets or 3 half double crochets in 2 rows, spaced evenly, and then do the top of the blanket, and then I will show you how to slip stitch to join. I have 2 stitches left, and then I'm going to slip stitch to join and complete round 1 of the border. So there's my last half double crochet, and then I'm just going to slip stitch. You can see I have my 2 beginning chains, slip stitch in the top of the second one, and that completes round 1. To do round 2, you're going to turn, and with wrong side facing, you're going to begin by chaining 1, going back into that same stitch, single crochet 1, and then we're going to do a picot stitch. To do a picot stitch, you're going to chain 4, and you can see going into that first chain you made, so if you have trouble finding where that is, you can count back. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first chain we made. So you're going to go into that chain and make sure you're going through 2 loops. You can see I have my hook under 2 loops, and then you're slip stitching. That's the picot, and then you just need to anchor it by going into the next stitch and doing a single crochet. So you can see what it looks like there. So again, single crochet 1, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, going into the first chain you made, yarn over, and slip stitch to close that little picot. And then going into the next stitch, you're going to do a single crochet 1. That's what they're looking like. Again, single crochet 1, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, going into that first chain you made, slip stitch, and single crochet 1 into the next stitch. Last time, single crochet 1, and then if you want to go faster, I like to put my thumb before I start chaining. That way when I do my 4 chains, I can easily see, okay, that's the chain I need to go to. It's the one first, the first one after my thumb. So that's a tip that makes it go faster for me. So you're going to do this all the way down. Remember, we're on the wrong side. So if you flip it over, this is what the right side looks like. Really cute, dainty. So I'm going to do this all the way across, and let's meet back up at the end of this and I'll show you how to finish this picot edge. I'm nearing the end of the top border picot stitch, so let's do these last couple together. So single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch in that first chain made, single crochet, and that completes the 1 repeat. One last one. Single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch in that first chain, and then you can see we have our starting chain 2, and we're going to single crochet in that chain, and that's going to anchor our stitches for the picot. You can see there, and then I'm just going to fasten this off. That's what it looks like. And so from the right side, that's what it looks like. To do the bottom edge, you need to join in the bottom right corner, but you need to have the wrong side facing. So you can see this is where my heart is right here. And I'm going to flip it over. So I'm joining in the bottom right corner with the wrong side facing me. So you can see these are our 2 chains for the corner, 1, 2. I'm going to join in that second chain right there in the corner because this is our first stitch right there. So I'm joining right here with a slip stitch. And then we repeat row 2 of the border. So we begin by chaining 1, going back into that same stitch, single crochet 1, chain 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch in that first chain made, and then single crochet. Single crochet 1, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch, single crochet. So that is what it's looking like down on the bottom edge here. Super cute. I'm going to do this all the way across, but that is how you make the Lullaby Loves Blanket. Such a fun design, very cute to gift to those that you know that are expecting babies. Very fun to make, truly an heirloom design. Hey friends, thanks for joining me on today's video. I have this video right here that I think you'll really enjoy, so go check it out and be sure to subscribe for more crochet and knit tutorials. My name is Rachel from Cozy Nooks Designs, and happy making!